One thing I always remember about my mother was that she was never one to sit around idle. She always used her time well, being productive, even into her older years. And I think that was one of the things that I admired about her and tried to emulate in my own life.
Marcia was born Christmas Day, 1933 at 8:30 a.m. to Sylvellen and Lucy Van Loo at Reading Hospital. She and her parents and younger sister, Velma, lived at 2120 Penn Avenue. Marcia's father was a handyman and tinkerer and loved to learn no matter what the subject. He was a successful businessman on several levels. Marcia's mother was ambitious and smart. One of the things she would do is start a diaper cleaning and delivery business run out of their home. Marcia was imbued from both her parents with ambition and creativity and imagination.
I worked in the laundry and folded diapers. I had to stand on an orange crate because I was too short to reach the table when I was 7 years old. I loved it, and I still love doing laundry. Well, I enjoyed doing things with my dad, even though he was very busy at work and I didn't see a whole lot of him. But we did take some nice vacations together, the four of us, my mother and my dad and my sister. He liked repairing things and putting things together, and he liked painting, and I liked painting too, like painting of a building or painting inside, something like that. And he liked repairing things, and so I was usually there with him, like to hand him some tools, those kind of things. I didn't know anything about doing that stuff, but he would tell me what tools he needed, and he would make the repairs. He did all the repairs on the laundry washers and the dryers. And he's the one, well, Betty and Rentschler and Bruce are the ones who taught me to drive the car, and I wasn't 16 years old yet, but they said that I needed to learn, and so I learned on highways out there in Las Vegas and when we crossed the Mojave Desert. And I said, I remember one time getting off the side of the road because there were no guide rails, and Bruce said, you get back in the car behind the wheel and you will keep driving. He said, this is how you learn.
Marcia lived at one end of the block, and myself lived at the other end of the block when we were little children. And we played together with Marcia and her sister. So we did a lot of playing together before we went to school. And then after school, we had some good times with church camps and also with her family. They had me at her house, and they had friends and family that I got to know, like a couple uncles and cousins that I got to know of Marcia's. We went to church camp at Rosedale and also for Easter dawn services. So we knew her mother and dad, and all through school we socialized a little bit, but not a lot. But then after school, after we graduated, I got married and moved away. So there was a period of time that I did not see Marcia or her sister. But when I moved back here, we got back together, and through the remaining years up until this day, we have remained faithful Christian friends.
Back in August of 1952, I was allowed to go to summer camp, and I went to Camp Pinebrook in Stroudsburg, and it was Percy Crawford's camp. And I went to all the services, and at one point, the evangelist was speaking about Jesus and giving my heart to Jesus. I did it at that time, so that's when I gave my heart to the Lord. I had a wonderful time at camp. I took a lot of pride in entering the Reading Fair every year with projects that I made, like making little girls' smock dresses or making some kind of table covers, anything that I could embroider or anything that I could make. And I made some projects. In the beginning, I made pajamas for the boys at the children's home, because that was the first request back in 1970.
Marcia attended nursing school at the Reading Hospital. It was a 3-year program. She graduated August 1955. She took the usual nurses curriculum, a 3-year program which involved hands-on training, caring for patients. She liked nursing school and did quite well in her classes. She became a certified RN. Marcia met Jacob Jack Vitalo at West Wyomissing Chapel at a Saturday night service. They were married on May 18, 1958. They honeymooned in Niagara Falls and first lived in an apartment in the 1300 block of Perkiomen Avenue, Reading. Within a year, they moved to a house at 113 Telford Avenue in West Lawn, Pennsylvania.